Alrighty. Hello, hello. We have my beautiful client, Miss Kathy Smith here. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So let's jump right in here. The first question is, before working with me, what programs or approaches had you tried before and why weren't they working?
I never really tried a program like this before, like a structured, I just did the normal, trying to diet and exercise, which I'm not very good at either one. So I thought maybe this would help to get me more focused and motivate me more, which we did yoga together, which is how we met, and that helped me enjoy yoga and want to exercise more.
Awesome. So yeah, we did yoga together like a year ago or something, and then you started this program working together one-on-one in December. Like how quickly did you see a change either in your mental health or physical health since we started working together?
I think within a month. So I had a lot of stomach issues, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to work with you. More than the weight loss was feeling better. The weight loss was probably, it was secondary now because now I feel so much better. I now realize that was probably, better to do first. So I think within a month of you helping me eat better and change some of my dietary things and different supplements, and because I really felt a lot better, and I continued with that, and it's made a big difference.
Yeah, you just touched on like the supplements and some of the dietary changes. You chose to do the functional blood chemistry analysis also. Um, could you touch on just like what that is for people who don't know and how that helped your health journey?
Well, I did it twice, and the first time it really just sort of gives you a whole overall picture of your blood and how it affects your health, and why you're feeling this way maybe is because this on your blood is out of range. And it was interesting, when you get a blood test normally, there's a range. Well, when you do it, there's a range, and then there's a functional range, which is always a little bit off from just the range, which they're not far off, but it was interesting to see that if you were sometimes in the normal range, but you weren't in the functional range, which was interesting to me. I didn't realize they were different until I did that. But
Yeah.
it helped to figure out where some of the imbalances were. So that was nice.
Absolutely. In regards to like the past 6 months or so of working together, what were some struggles that came up, and how are you able to still stay focused on your health?
Well, it's kind of a silly struggle because it's not really a struggle, but I got a job, temporary job, helping somebody that put me in working full time, which I've never done before. And I wasn't good at figuring out how to work out around that. I know most people work full time and are saying, can figure it out, but that was a huge challenge for me because I had always had the whole day to do whatever I wanted. And so I struggled and didn't work out for months because I just was tired at the end of the day. And I know that sounds silly, but it was hard for me.
Mm-hmm. And since then, you've been able to keep doing your walks with your friend, and you've noticed a difference, right?
Yes. Well, now that COVID hit and I am not working anymore,
Yeah.
I'm back walking. So yes, the walking that's my favorite. I love yoga too, but I don't have somebody over here now that I'm in San Clemente with COVID to do yoga with. So.
Yeah. In regards to the program and working together, what did you enjoy most about it?
I really enjoyed talking with you and learning about some of the nutrition things that I'd never heard of. The don't eat glass. I just learning why this is bad. You know, the one thing that really always sticks with me is the gluten and my thyroid. And I just had a doctor tell me the exact same thing that you had told me about the structure of gluten and the structure of thyroid, which I can never explain properly. But she said the exact same thing that you did. And it really has stuck again with not eating gluten and making me feel better.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, I know that that's been a big thing that you've been focusing on, and reducing the gluten consumption and even the dairy consumption too. The molecular structure on like the amino acid level looks very similar between gluten and the thyroid. So yeah, and you've been feeling a lot better since you've reduced that. So proof is in the pudding. It's great.
Yes. Give up with the dairy, the cheese, and then the gluten, and then the Diet Coke. That Diet Coke is a big one.
Yeah, and you did that pretty quickly. The Diet Coke, I remember, was a big one for you.
I think I've had one, maybe two in 6 months.
That's amazing. And how many were you doing before?
One or two a day.
That's like a huge, even if you did nothing else in the past 6 months, that's a huge victory because that's addictive. So yeah, I'm so proud of you. You've done a lot, a lot,
Oh,
a lot.
so that's the good thing too. You crave those kinds of things.
Hmm. Yeah. If you could give advice to anybody considering joining the program, but maybe, afraid that they don't have enough time or they have like a fear of failure, things like that, what would you say to them?
I would say give it a try because you can't. What do you have to lose? You are great to work with. You're very sweet and very knowledgeable, and it's not a lot of time if you don't want it to be a lot of time. I'm not one of those ones that you have lots of options. You have videos, you have classes, you have, Facebook stuff, and I didn't do any of that. I just loved the one-on-ones with you because I'm not a big sharer, but I could see if you are that type of person, how you have your, I think you call it your tribe. Do you call it that? I could see the benefit in that. And maybe I would have been, if I could have been a little bit braver, I would have done that. But I think there's a big benefit to it. I just wish, I don't know. That was one of my sort of hard parts about it, was putting myself out there. But it is very beneficial. I know that, like, in my head, but
Yeah.
so.
I think your journey is a perfect example of being true to you. And I love that metaphor of, being on the airplane and they say, put your own oxygen mask on first, and then you can help those around you. It's like you got amazing results like you said, you started feeling better within the first month, which is a pretty quick amount of time. And you were doing your program and we were meeting together, but all the extra bells and whistles, you didn't need that for your health journey. And there's always the future if you want to check those out. But I think that's perfect advice because it's really everybody can just start with where they're at, right? They don't need to jump into the deep end and do everything. Like you can still see results with doing just the program part. Yeah.
And if that's scary, maybe that's holding somebody back, thinking that they have to be a part of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't. You can pick and choose whatever you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's totally personalized to each individual, as you know, first and foremost. With that said, what would you say to somebody who, was considering making the investment in the program, but wasn't quite sure, maybe feeling on the fence? What would you say to them?
I think the same thing I just said. Just, it's a good investment. Even if you just learn learn how to eat better. If that's, it depends on what your goals are, right? But I think you could really help them no matter what, and helping them eat better if they have, like a stomach issue like I had. Just, I don't know what your program, I can't remember what you have to sign up for to like, but if it's a 1 month thing, it's not that big of a risk or that big of a investment if you just, put in and try it. They might, all you can do is say, oh, this isn't for me.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely. You touched on it a little bit as far as how you've seen your health transform since December. So in the past 6 months, really, you said like your gut health has improved, certain food cravings, like, not doing Diet Coke anymore, improving your nutrition. what are some other ways that you've seen your health improve, like physically, mentally, emotionally, any of the ways?
It's been a hard time because of COVID. So I, I think talking with you once a month has helped me stay positive, and more focused on my journey, because I probably would have fallen away, or not have been so good at keeping on track, because I wouldn't have had anybody to follow me, or double check, or the word's not coming to me.
Hold you
Keep
accountable.
accountable. That's what I was trying to. So because there's just a lot going on, and worried about all the things that are going on in our life, and everyone has struggles through this.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That, so.
Mhm. If you can make it through, focusing on your health, even in times of COVID, when this is all over, it's going to be so much easier. So that's the idea.
Yes,
Yeah.
hope so.
Thank you so much for sharing. Do you have anything else that you'd like to share or say?
Um, no, it's been a pleasure working with you. I really enjoyed all of the things that I've learned, and taking it away and putting it into my life permanently, hopefully. My kids are very happy that I've worked with you, because I've been eating healthier, and just doing healthier habits, and they want me to be around for a while. So thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time to share today. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Alrighty. We'll see you around soon. Have a good rest of your day.
But you too. Bye.